Next up, we have co-presenters, Heather Simoncini and Jessica Rogers, and they are from the City of Tallahassee, Florida. And today we will learn how Cityworks PLL has become the backbone of their permitting process. In this presentation, you'll see how it allowed the city to integrate other solutions, making a 100% electronic permitting process possible. And they will also be taking us into our fast break. And so Heather and Jessica, if you are ready. Jessica, Heather, I'm going to do a quick sound check with you because when we did the intro, we were having trouble hearing you. So.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
It sounds okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys for having us. The City of Tallahassee is a very unique place to live. We're known for our lush landscapes, trees, our rolling hills, our outdoor parks and trails. We're also about 30 minutes away from Georgia and less than an hour away from the Gulf of Mexico beaches. We're, of course, the capital city, but we're also the 9th largest city with a population just shy of 200,000 and with a growth rate of 9% in the last decade. We have 6 colleges and universities. We're happy to say that many of the students that choose to learn here also choose to stay after graduation. We own our own utilities and our own international airport. And at the City of Tallahassee Growth Management Department, the department responsible for reviewing land, environmental, and building developments, our goal is to act more as facilitators of growth rather than regulators. We strive to provide excellent customer service and encourage growth in new industry at every turn. Right now, I'm going to share with you a little bit of our journey to achieving a 100% electronic review process for all of our growth management reviews and how PLL was the bridge we needed to make it all work. We actually started out with our first electronic plan review using a plan review software called Project Docs, which we implemented along with a homegrown permitting portal in April of 2009. We started off with several of our land reviews, like a site plan and subdivision. And then over the years, that grew to include more review types and ultimately ended with our commercial building reviews. Over the years, we grew to include more review types, ultimately ending with our commercial building reviews. But at this point, we only had about half of our reviews electronic. We were making progress, but we weren't where we wanted to be at 100% electronic plan review. Our old permitting database was holding us back because of its age and the fact that it wasn't web-based. Ultimately, we reached the point where we realized that we had to replace our permitting database since it was preventing us from fully integrating with other solutions. After lots of demos and research on our hunt for replacement, we ended up picking Cityworks Enterprise Solution of PLL and AMS. We also worked with Timmons Group to create a new custom customer portal for our PLL database. One of the best parts of PLL is that we were able to do much of the development ourselves, so things moved quickly on such a large project. At that time, we were still using Project Docs for plan review, so we were able to integrate that along with our payment system and our utility customer database called CIS, and also our IVRS phone system for inspection scheduling. Most recently, we also chose to change our plan review software to OnBase Plan Review since we already used OnBase as the city's archive. Because PLL has workflow, in our old permitting software did not, we were able to leverage this to the point where we could use a single plan review workflow in OnBase for all of our reviews. This meant that we were finally able to achieve a 100% electronic review for every review that we do, from a pre-site plan to construction of a new hospital wing. Applicants can now apply online, get review comments, get markups, get approval documents, schedule inspections, pay fees, all from one place, our customer portal. The documentation they upload is being uploaded directly into OnBase, where it lives moving forward. Staff no longer needs to scan or import files into our archive because the files are being uploaded directly by the customers. All of this would not have been possible without a backbone of PLL. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Jessica, and Jessica is going to give you a little bit of background about what we've been able to do with AMS.
There we go. Thank you, Heather. So our AMS environment is set up a little bit different. Heather, I'm not sure if you moved the slide forward or not. You can go ahead. There it goes. So right now we have a bunch of different divisions and departments using Cityworks right now, such as airports. They use it. The airport uses it for equipment inspections. A lot of our utilities operations are using it. You can see gas and electric is on the list, and also traffic, parks and rec, street operations. Our facility management uses it for HVAC inspections and other kinds of building maintenance, which is kind of neat to me. Some of the implementations we have in progress is for solid waste. We've already done residential services. We also do our own solid waste pickup, and we partner with waste management for that. And so right now we're looking to find some best practices on how to implement our solid waste commercial services, commercial pickups right now. And also utility customer service to help when, since we have 3 universities here, when students move in and move out, some of those, it streamlines some of those workflows is what we're working on as well. And then next I'll talk about some of the implementations we have. So we have Digitally, which is our mobile app for citizen reporting. This is based off of Acela and Public Stuff right now. And we've got our, as Heather mentioned, PeopleSoft, which is our customer information system, Project Docs and OnBase for electronic document management systems. And then we used Responder by Schneider Electric for our outage management system. And these are all different integrations we have implemented either with PLL and AMS or with both. One of the kind of quirky things about the City of Tallahassee is we decided to install each implementation for each different division separately. And so one of the things we're looking to do right now is kind of bring all of our different 13, I think we have 9 instances, 13 different divisions using it into one big implementation of it, and then really focus on using the domains better and focus on being able to transfer work orders through to other departments better than the way that we're being able to handle it now. And that's pretty much how we're set up for Cityworks AMS right now. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you, Jessica. We're going to take another look at PLL. So I think that everybody can probably all agree that 2020 was a difficult year for business. Most businesses had to have some level of change so that they could continue to support their customers. Since we already had in our toolbox the ability to accept applications online, payments, and documents, we didn't have any stalls in business or the growth of our city when we had to close our doors to the public and transition to working remotely. Because we were able to continue reviewing during this time of great change for our development community, meant that we were there to support them when they needed us the most. As you can see from the graph of our FY 2019 and FY 2020, we did see a slight reduction in the number of permits, but business was extremely steady during 2020. We did see a shift in what was being reviewed from less commercial reviews and more residential due to the recent housing and renovation booms that most people are seeing right now. Okay. So what's next for us? Right now, we're working on a replacement of our utility customer database, which will leverage GIS and PLL. We're also working hard on the integration of PLL and AMS that Jessica mentioned. But when all of these integrations are in place, we'll be able to do things like create new utility account addresses when a new home or business is permitted, create service work orders when someone chooses to add gas on their existing home, let utilities know that key GM inspections have passed, so it's safe to turn on utilities, just to name a few. On a side note, one of the best benefits that I've noticed by far with PLL has been the ability to report and capture metrics. It has finally allowed us to track our overall review performance and see where improvements needed to be made. And right now, we're so proud of our numbers and the work that we've been able to do to improve our performance, that one of our next goals is to create reporting dashboards where our citizens can actually see this good work that we've done. Cityworks PLL has been our bridge to finally be able to achieve our goal of a 100% electronic review process. Through the use of its APIs, workflow, and its innate ability to be customized, we've had no major roadblocks in our journey since we made the switch. It has allowed us to mesh all of our solutions and provide a well-rounded customer experience.